Konnichiwa, this is Casey Pachirisu. I was just making this video to let you guys know how kind of sad I am right now. I was flipping through channels the other night and I came across Cartoon Network, which by that time was Adult Swim. Now, I'm not allowed to watch Adult Swim, but I kind of watched it a little anyways, and this anime was on that was called Death Note. And well, I just have to say that I didn't really like it. It was really offensive. It was really rude. It swore, and it just really upset me. And I think that I'm going to make this video, well, I'm making it because you're watching it, about Death Note. Now, there are many things in Death Note that I find very offensive, starting with the characters. First of all, Light Yagami, or like Soichiro Yagami, because their last names, well, if you say them backwards, it's I'm a gay, and I really think that that's offensive to not only me but gay people, because they in a way are making fun of them, and I really think that it's, you know, that's just completely uncalled for. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to put that in there. They could have used any last name, but they had to use Yagami, and I just really don't like it. Second of all, L to me is offensive because he just sits on his butt all day and he has unlimited amounts of money, and it's really just saying that you can sit on your butt all day and pretty much do nothing, because that's what he's doing, nothing, and you can get lots and lots of money. That could encourage people to sit down and just sit there all day and do nothing, and they're not going to get money, and they're going to be like, but I watch Death Note and L's super rich and he just sits on his butt. Well, I'm sorry, that's not how the world works. So people need to go out there and get jobs and not sit on their butts like L and just assume that everything is going to come to them for free. The next person I want to talk about is Matsuda. Now, a lot of people find Matsuda really funny, but I don't, because Death Note is making fun of mentally challenged people when they put Matsuda into the cast. I really don't think that's okay. I really don't think that that is acceptable, and I think that Matsuda should be taken out. Next, I would like to talk about Matt, who doesn't come in until later, so if you don't know who he is, that's spoiler. Matt to me is really offensive also because of his chain smoking. I read an article that said that they were going to make that any like show or movie that someone smokes in rated R, and I strongly support that. I support that more than like any other issue right now, because we don't want our youth smoking, and Matt is just setting a horrible example. And also, spoiler alert, he gets shot, and that is really offensive to me because I know people who know people who know people who have been shot, and I don't think that that should be seen on television. Next, I would like to talk about Watari. Now, Watari to me is just, not that him himself is offensive, but the meaning behind him is really offensive. I mean, if you look at him, he's an old man, and he's pretty much a slave to L, and I really think that he represents slavery of old people, and I don't think that's right. I think that Watari should be taken out, because that really, old people have worked so hard, and that just says like, oh, we don't care that you're old, you can just be my slave. It's horrible, and okay. Next, I want to talk about pretty much the most offensive character in Death Note. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Mello. Now, Mello is so offensive. I'm really surprised that they even let him on the internet. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Viz is going to deal with Mello on the television. I really hope that they censor him, because Mello himself is one big censor bar waiting to happen. I mean, if you look at Mello himself, you can't tell, is he a guy? Is he a girl? Is he a transvestite? You don't know. And that can send the wrong message to little kids. And I think that Mello really should define his gender, which he doesn't do. So people are like, yeah, he's a guy. Well, I never heard him say, I'm a guy in the show. He never said, I am a guy, or I am a male in the show. He never said that. Okay? He never really makes his gender completely definite. Okay? People just assume. Stop assuming. You know what happens when you assume. And also, Mello's wearing leather, and that really, to me, speaks for itself. Leather is a no and should be censored. He wears a cross around his neck, and that's really offensive to people who aren't Christian, okay? And that his necklace should just be taken off. It should be put away in a safe spot where he's not flaunting his religion to the world, okay? And also, he has a scar, and that really just shows to me past violence in the show, and I really don't like violence, and I think it should be taken off. So, yeah, they need to work on Mello not having a scar. And just, overall, Mello is just a very, very offensive character. And I found this picture on MySpace, and I really think it depicts how Mello should be seen in the anime. It's really great. It's very masterfully edited. You can't tell it's been edited, and yet Mello seems a lot less offensive than he was before. So here's the picture. I really like it. I think you should like it too, and I really think that Viz should consider showing Mello on screen like this, because it's a lot less offensive to everyone. Okay, lastly, I would like to talk about Nier. Okay, Nier pretty much goes with the same thing as L. He sits on his butt all day. And 2, he likes pretending to be an old man. Once again, that ties in with Watari. Old people command respect. And by Nier mocking old people by having white hair, that's not cool. Okay, Nier, you just need... Also, he never, ever, 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 ever gets dressed. He's always in pajamas or some kind of unsophisticated attire. And I think that says to America, hey, you don't need to get up and get dressed. Be lazy, you know, sit around on your butt all day and don't even get dressed. I will credit L, he did get dressed. But Nier, he just sits on his butt. He doesn't even get dressed. That is sloth. That is a sin. And I don't agree with it. And I just think that Nier himself should be censored and be one big censor bar. Okay, so you may ask me, well, if you hate Death Note so much, well, you probably just don't want it on TV. Well, that's not true. I think it should be on TV. But I think that it's really unfortunate that it wasn't dubbed by my favorite dubbing company ever, 4Kids. I think they do a really great job. I think they do a good job with censorship and all kinds of stuff, and I really think that 4Kids dropped the ball on this one for not getting the rights to it before Viz did, because 4Kids should have realized that this was a great opportunity to make Death Note shine in the way it should have been, and not in this violent, transvestite-loving anime. And I think that really I'm a little disappointed in 4Kids. But Death Note, I wouldn't watch it. I don't think you should watch it. It's just really offensive. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!